I don't know a whole lot, but what I do know is how to test on a car. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing about 0 to 60s and G latitudes and agility tests. You want to learn something about a car, get it out here on the lake and run 20 laps wide open on tires that are 30 years old, and you'll learn everything you need to know. And that's exactly what I'm about to do with this HEMI equipped Dodge. Well, I guys got some critical engineering to do before we go test on the old car, you know. We're going to start out with the Berryman treatment. And I think what we might do this time is we'll pull the sparkulator out, hook our peepers on it, and then we'll run the Berryman through her, and then we'll hook our peepers on again and, you know, see what happens. And then we'll throw new sparkulators in. I got a new fuel filter. The other one leaks and it's most likely going to cause a fire. It already might be on fire. And then I got some fuel line because the other fuel line says, hey, this is not fuel line. And then I spent about 15 minutes looking for a carburetor kit because, you know, if you've watched the other videos, it's not good, you know. And I got frustrated, so I just bought a whole carburetor. And this one says rebuilt in 1984. That should be fine. I mean, it's full of rust and barely opens, but we'll make it work. And then last but not least, I've got an oil bath breather here, and we're gonna schmooze her out and clean her up a little bit, and then, you know, put some color on her. And then maybe this will be dry by the time we're done engineering, and then we'll plop that on. And then it's time to, you know, we're gonna go blow the cobwebs out of her and just see what she's got. Bentley's gonna get all the oil and stuff off of her and clean it up a little bit. She's pretty well sanded down. Then we'll hit her with some primer and I think low gloss black. First coat of primer's on her, and as soon as this gets tacky, I'm gonna flip that over probably on another spray bomb can. And I'm going with the old low gloss engine because basically it'll stick to anything, and I never clean anything properly before painting, so that works great for me. On this here air cleaner, you know, you want to expertly tape that off because that's your intake. You don't want paint junk in there, so I did the right thing and just jammed some dirty rags in there, and that'll work. And then if you're curious why there's a bottle torch sitting over here, well, in this beautiful, lovely state of Minnesota, you know, everything is just deathly cold, so you got to hit everything with the bottle torch before you rattle can her, or she ain't gonna stick. Oh, that's bad wrong. Well, great. You just ruined it. I don't know, maybe this bent up one will be less worser. Yeah. You don't want to test it on anything else. Just jam it right into your project and hope it works. I don't know that I'm going to be able to cover up that little whoopsie-woo there. That's fine. Just got to be close enough. He's a little bit slickery. Easy. Get out of there. I just got a slough going on. Standing in 4 inches of water. That's why I've been trying to keep this snow, you know, scooped down here, because I get flooded. Speaking of flooded, it takes about 914 gallons of gas and 612 pumps to get this thing running, so I'm gonna work on that. The old accelerator pump shot on her. So I'm gonna wheel her out and get her out here where a guy can, you know, see what's going on mainly. Ain't got no light bulbs in there. Well, any that'll work anywho. Okay. Yeah, she's just not happy. I think we can fix that up. It would be nice. Maybe after today we'll wash her down a little bit too. I got stuff everywhere in here. Okay. What was I doing? I don't even remember. You know, she's the 241 Hemi. And I'm really excited to get rid of that air cleaner. I'm just tired of looking at it. We'll get rid of that carb. But to start, let's work on the sparkulators, and I'll start on this side because it's easier to get to, and we'll pull a plug, take a look at it, and you know, we're gonna run some barium down the chute and just see what happens out of curiosity. Guy went to get this wire off, and she just, you know, basically just exploded on me and disintegrated down in there. And you know, normally that would worry a feller because you got all this stuff in there, and take the spark plug out and she shoots into the old cylinder. But see, on these Hemis, this whole spark plug tubulator holder 44, she comes out in one shot, just like that. And then all my crud and the plug is down in there. I'll be dipped. You know, if a feller is being honest to another guy, I'm not so sure I want to change these, because these are NGK V-Power. I don't know. Sounds like factory racing equipment. And I got some Autolite $2 ones, but I'll ponder on it. But anyway, here's what this spark plug looks like. Go ahead and look at it. It ain't so badder. But this is before. Not any oil on there, thankfully. But we'll run some barium through and just see what it does to it. I don't know. We'll fire it up and let her get warm. Alright, I'm going to take one can and just, you know, we're going to jam it right down the neck here. Where's my wrench at? Here it is. Now that she's temperature Mach 14, that's the best time to get in here and start pulling plugs out. Come on. Come on now. Boy, she's hot. Well, this is interesting. She's all black and sooty now. I thought maybe for a moment she'd come out clean or bright white, but this makes more sense because, see, what it's supposed to do is clean your valves and combustion chamber and everything else out, but of course this is burning it up and shooting her out of the exhaust. So I mean, it's time to get serious around here. I even took my going to town sweater off. We're gonna snip this carb off and plop on the other one, and I don't know, see what happens. Get off of here. I don't know what's in here. 1/2 inches. Yep. Oh, I really like how loose it was. 42% of our problem, vacuum leak. Well, the old carburetor, she's off. And then I got the older carburetor here, and was taking a brass fitting off because the threads were ruined. And, you know, I went ahead and dropped the old needle in there, so I had to rip her apart. And the good news is the accelerator pump on this one is basically just dust. It doesn't exist, so that's no better. I took parts from two and kind of jammed them together, but we might even be worse off here. But we're too far in it now, and it made too much sense to check that before I started. So I'm going to put the Frankenstein carburetor back on and see what happens, I guess. That was a great time to post your guesses, you know, how she's going to run on the ice and snow there. I think she's going to run like the Hudson Hornet, and I ain't kidding you. We're going to lay down some trails. You just wait. You know, a guy could drink beer with the last owner. It says right on here, not for fuel, but, you know, I guess it doesn't say for how long or anything like that. Then these here cheap glass fuel filters, they've caused more classic car fires than even ex-wives. You want to ditch them. The Frankenstein maybe more good her carburetors in and snipped me in a new filter and some line. And then I ran the electronic digital pump for a while and let her fill up. I don't see any huge leaks. So I guess this is the part where we're just going to twist on it and see if she lights up, and then we'll tune on it just, you know, just a titch. We're not going to do a lot. We got to get on the ice. We're about ready. Bring the thunder! I think the guy's just going to let her heat up a little bit, you know, and then I'll get in there and tune on the idle mixture screws. But that's, this is, something's weird. I mean, it's not this, it's going too good, is what I'm saying. So, should be a fire soon or something. I don't know. Man, she's running really good. Nice and smooth. Sounds great with the exhaust. Let's go race this thing, huh? Well, this ain't perfect by any means, but it sure does look better anyway. Something like that. I don't know. Get on there. Get on. Where's the sweet spot? There's got to be a sweet spot. Is that it? There she is. Right there's the sweet spot. A little bit of oil from the 50s. Oh man. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's wrong. What even was that? I don't know. Locked and loaded. About 30 laps in. Not getting hot. Still got oil pressure. Man, this car runs good. It's crazy. I'd be lying to a feller if I didn't say that was a lot of fun for a guy. 20 laps turned into like 93 and a half. Sun's even going down. Never got hot. That's what I was worried about, but nope. Didn't lose any oil pressure. I mean, I think it's even running better now. We just had to teach it how to run, you know, blow the cobwebs out of her. And I just can't remember if I got tail lights or not, so I better scoot home while I got a little bit of light left. But anyway, half of you are subscribed, the other half, I don't know why, it don't hurt you. Just click the button, it's as easy as that. If you want a capulator or a back rag, hit the website. We got some stickers and koozies and other stuff. And please consider the channel memberships if you want some exclusive behind the scenes stuff. It's pretty fun. There's some things there, you know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you next time. I think I'm gonna sneak in a couple laps or two. Why not?